Hello, today we will learn and explore the Vietnamese highlands, the land that carries the soul of the mountains and forests and the memories of our ancestors. The Central Highlands, or the Vietnamese highlands, is not just a land located in the west of the Trong Son mountain range. It is an independent cultural space, where indigenous peoples have lived for thousands of years, where gongs are the call to the gods, epics are living memories, and each village is a spiritual microcosm. With its characteristic climate, fertile red basalt soil, and sacred primeval forests, the Central Highlands has become the home of Vietnam's vitality, playing an important role in history, ecology, spirituality, ethnic culture. I will take you into the depths of that land, in 2 explorations. Part 1, Overview of the Vietnamese Highlands, from history, geography, culture, ethnicity, to indigenous beliefs. Part 2, Explore in detail the 4 main regions of the plateau belonging to 4 provinces, Gia Lai, Đắk Lắk, Kon Tum, belonging to the New Quang Nai, and Lâm Đồng. Each place is a cultural personality, a separate soul that has never been mixed. Come with me, the storyteller of the land, to find the epic of the great forest that has echoed for thousands of years, and has never been extinguished. Overview of the Vietnamese highlands, the Central Highlands, where the land never sleeps, the forest never remains silent, the culture never dies. 1. What is the Central Highlands? A cultural space, not just a geographical area. 2. Geographical and ecological space, red soil, old forests, sacred lakes, great rivers. The Central Highlands is located in the west of the southern Trong Son range, spreading over an average altitude of 500 to 1,200 meters. Fertile basalt soil stretches, temperate climate, mixed forest ecosystem, evergreen forest, typical sparse forest steppe. Including the provinces, Black Small Square Old Gia Lai. Gia Lai province now includes the Old Binh Dinh province, Black Small Square Old Đắk Lắk. Đắk province now includes the Old Phu Yen province. Black Small Square Old Kon Tum. This Kon Tum merged into the New Quang Nai province, Black Small Square Old Lâm Đồng, now including Đắk Nong and Old Binh Tuan. Each region has different climate characteristics, altitude, river network, ethnic map, creating unique regions that cannot be equated. 3. About history, the Central Highlands was never conquered, but only approached. Before the 15th century, the Central Highlands did not belong to Dai Viet, nor was it completely the land of Champa. This was the land of indigenous communities Bahnar, Jarai, Ida, Manong, Xe Dang, Keo, living according to the model of autonomous villages, with village elders, customary laws, and their own beliefs. Despite trade, alliances, and conflicts with coastal dynasties, Champa, or the lowlands, Dai Viet, the Central Highlands still maintained extremely high cultural and political independence. The Central Highlands people had no kings, only gods. No capital, only sacred forests. Black Small Square, no national name, but thousands of years of history. 4. Social identity, village culture, village elders, customary law, animism. The Central Highlands is a region without ancient urban areas, without feudal classes, without ancient writing. But that does not mean they are backward. On the contrary, the Central Highlands society develops in the direction of autonomy, high sense of community, based on the village model. Customary law is stricter than the king's law. Each village is a microcosm, with its own laws, soul, and gods. The Bahnar live near streams, the Jarai prefer the hills. The Eid live in long houses, following a matriarchal system. The Manong are associated with wild elephants and sacred water. The Xe Dang and Gi Trieng live on high slopes, where the sound of the wind is the whisper of their ancestors. 5. Gongs, epics, brigade, rong houses, primitive cultural forms. Gongs are not simply musical instruments, but prayers, calls to the gods, and memories of their ancestors. Each set of gongs is a sacred object. Each village has its own unique tone. The epic of the Central Highlands is the greatest oral treasure in Southeast Asia, told in rhythm, lived through the mouth, transcending all generations. Brigade is an abstract image of the universe, woven by hand, by memory, by ancestral intuition. The Rong house is the spiritual axis, the symbol of the village, the place where sacred ceremonies are held, where traditions are not swept away by the wind. 6. Beliefs and religions, no church, no theology, but full of faith. The Central Highlands is a place where there are no gods in the sky, but there are souls in every straw, every stubble. The stream god, the rice god, the mountain god, the ancestral god are the embodiment of natural laws. The grave leaving ceremony, the water wharf worship ceremony, the new rice celebration ceremony, the elephant worship ceremony, are rituals associated with the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Regardless of religion, the Central Highlands people believe in the sacred rather than theocracy. 7. The Central Highlands today, between identity, change, and hope. The Central Highlands is facing three waves: the loss of identity due to urbanization, commercial tourism, massive migration. Need to restore identity through conservation programs, community tours, dedicated artisans. Creating new identities, combining tradition with modern experiences, healing tourism, retreat, academic, spiritual tourism. The problem is not to preserve the original identity, but to make the identity live on in a new form, modern without hybrid, alive without betraying the ancestors. Conclusion of Part 1, General Part, opening the way for Part 2. The Central Highlands cannot be understood in a uniform view. This is a place with 4 lands, 4 personalities, 4 different cultural depths, and also a harmony between mountains, forests, people, and ancestors' souls. In Part 2, we will go into each region in turn: Gia Lai, the heart of epics and gongs; Kon Tum, New Quang Nai, the intersection of faith and primitive identity; Đắk Lắk, the land of elephants, matriarchy and the legend of Dam San; Lâm Đồng, including the Old Dark Nong, the Misty Highlands, the Keo matriarchy and the timeless appeal of Da Lat. Author, Nguyen T. Xuyen Lan. Traveler, writer, storyteller. Founder and CEO Golden Life Travel. Expert in cultural, spiritual, and historical tourism in Vietnam with more than 25 years of living and working in the Central and Central Highlands regions. I not only design tours, but also design emotions. Not only leading guests to places, but also leading guests back to the roots of their national identity. If you find my sharing valuable, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel to spread the value to the community. See you in Part 2, which will explore in detail the 4 provinces. Part 2, Gia Lai, Đắk Lắk, Quang Nai, Old Kon Tum, Lâm Đồng. 4 distinctive cultural personalities.